We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Cleveland. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Come on, set!
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And this one too low.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Willis. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Let's go now.
First down, here's White. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go play action with Willis. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Ready up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. The DTR going to throw it here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Ready?
Play action. Now Thompson Robinson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Yeah, this one's high, but not very far. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Nice move at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's 2nd and 10. The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Third down, it's Willis. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ready?
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Green jack. Red, yellow. Set.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They run straight ahead here with White. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Willis looks to pass it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Here's a toss right side with White. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. Bronco switch.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Back to 60. Hawk 70.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start.
Let's go now.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. But now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
On the set.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ready.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Set.
Chubb running to the wide side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there of 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Smash. Red. Ready?
Throwing. Thompson Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready. Ready.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Thompson Robinson throwing here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Sly able to put this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd down, here's Willis. He'll get that out to the flat to White. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, a run from White. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Okay, break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room.
Eagle blue. Hut, hut.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mega. Ready?
Thompson Robinson. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right at the 35. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go. Strike.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets them 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw, here's Willis. That's caught by Myers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Last play of the half, Willis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
Thompson Robinson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
10 cycle. Ready.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Ready.
To throw is DTR. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Ready, ready.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a ground score. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. For the returner, Trey Tucker going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At their own 21-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And a little floater there is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Willis. And he is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Willis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Right back to the air again with Willis. And his throw is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll field this at the 5. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
Now Willis to throw. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Willis. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pill.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 60 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready?
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now back to the ground game with White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Willis on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Okay, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Willis got to have this one. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
On the give, it's White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 19-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Play action, Willis. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Come on, come on.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
70, Timberwolf. Check, check. Go.
Now a give to White. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Got it. Set.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. And Chubb will try the middle here. He gets away from one. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On a handoff, it's White. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hell, DJ.
Hey, why get that pipe him up, bro?
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
Yeah, I ain't take no losses in a minute. Scored touchdown through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. Part of the reason they can't stop him. You don't know how I feel. Come from nothing, turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them losses into a whip. Yeah, treat the beat like 4 down. Going for the dub. I ain't playing with them. QB to the RB. Big 4-9 serving hand to hand. Real name Jamal Chase. He the newest goal with the people saying. I'm still in the field. Ain't calling plays. Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the ops, I ain't ducking smoke. Kick it off, now we tryna score. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send him home. Hail Mary, I send him long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on him. Gotta pull in that camera phone. H-time, throw the city up. I finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket. Got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing after Lamborghini. We just barely get started. Catch a play, I'm like Megatron. You don't know nobody that can guard me. You don't know nobody.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
Just don't wanna have it if you ain't gon' use. She watch my games and play my music. I'm stuck in the game. I pray on lose. These chains on my neck keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems 'cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win 'cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple. I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold. I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
It's that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mob something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita play. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter like break.
Mr. P, who want it? No limit, who run it? Dreadhead, cool runners. GMF, good money. New whip, 200. Soldiers with me, 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems gon' be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no dramatics. Them boys faker than plastic. I tell them jump in the bag, 'cause I've been in my bag. Speeding off in the Jag, yeah.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
Just like
I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys